Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to our YouTube channel. We are very encouraged and pleased at the same time to see you coming through and watching our videos. Thank you so much. May God bless you. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't liked this video, I encourage you to watch it up to the end so that you may like it. I know you're going to like it. With that being said, let's go into solving this question. So question 1a of grade 9 external 2024 is as follows. Simplify 3 open bracket x plus 5 cross bracket minus open bracket 9 minus 4x cross bracket. Okay, so that's the expression that was supposed to be simplified. So what we are going to do is we're going to rewrite the same expression down here just like that. Then I'm going to expand the two expressions. So 3 times x will give us 3x. 3 times 5 will give us 15. Remember that is positive 5 and will give us positive 15. Then we come here where there is minus, then minus c. We multiply the negative by the numbers in brackets. So we say negative times 9 will give us negative 9. Negative times negative 4 will give us positive 4x. Negative times negative 4x will give us positive 4x. Okay, that is the expression we have come up with. Now what we're going to do next is to put these terms in terms of their likeness. So we put like terms together. So we say 3x, then we pick 4 at the end there, comes here. So we're going to have something like 3x plus 4x, then plus 15 minus 9. Okay, then we evaluate that. We say 3x plus 4x will give us 7x. 15 minus 9. Okay, so we just ask ourselves a question which is bigger between 15 and 9. 15 is bigger than 9, therefore we're going to take the sign of 9. So you can even write in advance positive sign. Then we say 15 minus 9 will give us 6, and the answer will be 7x plus 6, like that. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you. Question 1b was as follows. Find the value of 1 0 0 0 1 1 base 2 divided by 1 1 1 base 2, giving your answer in base 2. Find the value of 1 0 0 0 1 1 base 2 divided by 1 1 1 base 2, giving your answer in base 2. Okay, so this is the question that we're going to solve. So first thing, I'm going to come up with a frame for division, and then once I've come up with a frame for division, then I'm going to write 1 1 1 here. Then I'm going to write 1 0 0 0 1 1 here. Okay, now once I've done this, then I'm going to go ahead and divide. So my question will be, can 1 1 1 go into 1? No. Can 1 1 1 go into 1 0? No. Can 1 1 1 go into 1 0 0? No. Can 1 1 1 go into 1 0 0 0? Yes, it can. How many times? 1 time. So 1 times 1 1 will give us 1 1 1. Okay, 1 times 1 1 1 will give us 1 1 1. Then we do the subtraction. We subtract. So we have got on top 1 0 0 0 minus 1 1 1. So we start from the 0 on the far right. 1 minus 1. 1, we can't get 1 from 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow. Just like we do when we are borrowing, when we are subtracting numbers in base 10. So we borrow 1 from 1 there. So when we borrow 1 from that one, when we bring it to the next 0, that will be 2. Okay, so we write 2 there. Then again we borrow 1 from 2, we remain with 1 there. Then here we have 2. I'm sure you can see the 1 in green and the 1 and the 2 in green. Okay, again we borrow 1 from the 2 in green, we'll remain with 1 here, and we'll have 2 there. Okay, as you can see, the 1 and 2 in blue. Okay, then now we say 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Then there on the second 0 we have got 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. And 0 minus 0 will also give us 0. However, I'm not going to go ahead and do that because I'll have a lot of zeros that which are meaningless, which have no value. Okay, but basically if you are in grade 3, grade 2, we could go ahead and do that. Now since you're in grade 9, we won't go to that extent. We know that these zeros in front of 1, they have no value. Okay, so we come now down here. We say, can 1 1 go into 1? No. So what we do, we drop this one down. Then we say, can 1 1 1 go into 1 1? No. So it can't go. So we write 0 there on top. Then we say, we drop 1. The last one, we drop it. We have got now 3 1s there, as you can see. Then we say, can 1 1 1 go into 1 1 1? Yes. How many times? 1 time. So we write 1 there on top. Then we multiply 1 times 1 1 1 will give us 1 1 1. Then we subtract 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. Then now, as you can see, we have come up with the 000 down there. Okay, and then we have no other number to drop. The numbers are finished, so that means we have divided completely, and that is the answer on top, and that number is in base 2. So dividing 1 0 0 0 1 1 in base 2 by 1 1 1 in base 2 will give us 1 0 1 in base 2. Okay, so if you have got questions, please you can ask in the comment section. If you have no questions, please this is how you do it. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Question 1C was as follows. Evaluate 42.93 times 0.3, giving your answer in standard form correct to 2 significant figures. Okay, evaluate 42.93 times 0.3, giving your answer in standard form correct to 2 significant figures. Okay, so what we need to do is let's rewrite the expression that is in the statement or question. We have 42.93 times 0.3. So when we evaluate 42.93 times 0.3 will give us 12.879. Okay, now what we need to do now here is we need to round off this number to 2 significant figures. Okay, so we have got 12 here, which is a whole number, and we have got 879, which is a decimal part. So what we're going to do, we're going to ask ourselves to say we focus on 8 because 8 is the number which is next to 12, and 12 is 2 significant. 12 has got 2 significant numbers, or it has 2 significant figures. 12 has got 2 significant figures, so that means those 2 are enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to round off 12 12.879 to two significant figures. So that means we concentrate on 8. So the question is 8 less or greater or equal to 5? Is 8 less or greater or equal to 5? 8 is greater than 5, so that means we're going to add 1 to 12. So we say 12 plus 1 will give us 13. Okay, now we've rounded 12.879 to two significant figures, which has given us 13. So now we need to write 13 in standard form. So we already have two significant figures. We already have a number with two significant figures. So to write 13 in standard form, we're going to write 1.3 times 10, which could be written as times 10 raised to the power of 1. Raised to the power of 1, because the decimal point has moved only one step to the left. So that will be 1.3 times 10 to the power 1. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also invite your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as following us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 1D was as follows. A businessman invested 450,000 kwacha in the construction of shops. If the investment was appreciating at an annual rate of 5%, how much was the value of the investment after 2 years using the straight line method? Okay, a businessman invested 450,000 kwacha in the construction of shops. If the investment was appreciating at an annual rate of 5%, how much was the value of the investment after 2 years using the straight line method? Okay, so now what we're going to do first is we're going to do these steps. First, we're going to find the appreciation of the investment per year. Then we're going to multiply that by the number of years. Then after we get the total appreciation for 2 years, then we are going to find the total value of the investment after 2 years. Okay, so those are the 3 steps. So let's start with the first step of finding the appreciation. So the appreciation of this investment is going to be found as follows. First, we're going to write the formula, which is appreciation is equal to principal multiplied by rate times time over 100. Now, it's okay if you forget, if you ignore time, because time, whatever we're going to find, we're going to multiply it by 1, which is the number of the year, which is literally going to be the same answer or the same product as the one we find when we multiply principal and rate. Okay, we multiply principal and rate, then we're going to get the same number even if we multiply it by time, because the time will always be 1 year. Okay, so that is the formula. Now we replace the P, R, and T by their value. So the principal, we are told that this businessman invested 450,000 kwacha, so that is the principal. So we write 450,000 kwacha, 450,000 kwacha, multiplied by the rate. The rate we are told that is 5%. Then multiplied by time. Now we are going to use 1 year. Even if we're given 2 years, there we can put 1 year. Okay, we find the appreciation for each year. So we start with the first year, what will be the appreciation. Then what we're going to do now, we're going to evaluate that. Now remember, that is the whole of that over 100. Okay, where is 100 coming from? It's coming from the rate. When the number is given as a percentage, you should always remember that percentage is out of 100. So instead of putting the percentage sign, we have said 100. Okay, so now we start with the we start evaluating. That means we cancel these 2 zeros down, or we cancel 100 down, then we cancel 2 zeros from 450,000, we cancel the 2 zeros. Okay, that means we're going to remain with 4,500 times 5 times 1. So evaluate 4,500 times 5 will give us 22,500. Then we multiply by 1, which will give us again 22,500 kwacha. Now 22,500 kwacha, this is the appreciation of the investment in 1 year. Okay, now since we are using the straight line method, that means we're going to multiply this appreciation we found by the number of years. So now let's go and find the total appreciation. So total appreciation is equal to appreciation times number of years. So the appreciation we found was 22,500, so we put 22,500 under appreciation, then times the number of years we are told is 2 years, so we say times 2. Then when we evaluate 22,500 times 2 will give us 45,000 kwacha. Now that 45,000 is the total appreciation for 2 years. So that investment after 2 years will appreciate by 45,000 kwacha. Now once we find the total appreciation, we can go ahead and find the total value of the investment. So that means to find the total value, we're going to come up with a formula which is total value is equal to principal plus total appreciation. So what is the principal? The principal in the statement, we are told the man invested 450,000 kwacha. That is the principal. Then what is the total appreciation? Total appreciation we found was 45,000 kwacha. So we say 450,000 kwacha plus 45,000 kwacha. 450 is the principal. 450,000 is the principal. 45,000 kwacha is the total appreciation. Then when you evaluate that, 450,000 kwacha plus 45,000 kwacha will give us 495,000 kwacha. That is the appreciation. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also make sure you follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. We are going to appreciate your support. Question 2a was as follows. The angles of triangle ABC are open bracket 3x plus 20 cross bracket degrees, comma 2x plus 5 cross bracket degrees and x plus 5 cross bracket degrees. Okay, so those are the angles of the triangle ABC. So you can see those angles indicated in the diagram below here. You can see triangle ABC. Okay, now after I've studied the diagram, we can go ahead and answer the actual question. So the actual question is, express in terms of x the sum of interior angles of the triangle in its simplest form. Express in terms of x the sum of interior angles of the triangle in its simplest form. Okay, so what we can do now is we can come up with the expression. So the expression we can use is where we add these given angles, and when we add them, they should give us 180 degrees. Okay, that is the fact. In the sum, or the total sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, so that is the total sum. So now we come to now solving it. Now let me write the expression. So the expression will be open bracket 3x plus 20 cross bracket degrees plus open bracket x plus 5 cross bracket degrees plus open bracket 2x plus 5 cross bracket degrees is equal to 180. Okay, now once we have written this, the first thing we need to do is now let's deal with the brackets. That means we're going to multiply every number in the brackets by a degree sign. Okay, so we can say 3x times degree will give us 3x, 20 times, sorry, will give us 3x degrees, then 20 times degree will give us 20 degrees, then plus x times degree will give us x degree, plus 5 times degree will give us 5 degrees, then plus 2x times degree will give us 2x degree, then plus 5 times degree will give us 5 degree, which is equal to 180. Okay, now once we've done this, the next step we're going to take is we're going to put like terms together. Okay, so we'll start 3x degrees plus then x degrees plus 2x degrees, then plus 20 degrees plus 5 degrees plus 5 degrees, which will give us 180 degrees. Then when we add 3x plus x will give us 4x, plus 2x will give us 6x degrees. 6x degrees, remember, it's 3x degrees plus x degrees plus 2x degrees, which will give us 6 degrees. Then we say 20 degrees plus 5 degrees, which is 25 degrees, plus 5 degrees, which will give us 30 degrees. Then we write 30 degrees there, which is equal to 180 degrees. Now there again, what we do is we put like terms together. Okay, that means 30 will close the equal sign and be together with 180. So we have 6 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. Then 30 closes the equal sign, becomes minus 30 degrees. Okay, then we evaluate 6x degrees is equal to 180 plus 30, sorry, 180 minus 30 degrees. 180 degrees minus 30 degrees will give us 150 degrees. Now here what we do is we divide both numbers on the side of the equal sign by 6. Why? Because we want to remain with x alone, so we divide both sides by 6 so that we find the exact value of x. Okay, so we say divide by 6 degrees, divide by 6 degrees. So we divide both sides by 6 degrees. Okay, not only 6 but 6 degrees, so that we find the actual value of x alone. Okay, so we say 6x degrees divided by 6 degrees will give us 6x degrees divided by 6 degrees will give us x. Then we start, can 6 go into 1? No. Can 6 go into 15? Yes. How many times? 2 times. So we write 2. Then what is the remainder? 3. So we put 3 next to 0. Because we just used 15, we didn't use the 0 at the end. So we put 3 to 0, it becomes 30. So can 6 go into 30? Yes. How many times? 5 times. So we write 5. What is the remainder? There is no remainder. So that means 6 can go into 150 25 times. Therefore, the value of x in this question is 25. The value of x in this question is 25. So the value of x in these angles given is 25. Okay, that is 25. So if you have got questions, please you can ask in the comment section. Basically, that's how you find your the value, or that's how you write the sum of interior angles of a triangle in its lowest or simplest form. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Question 2b was as follows. The exchange rate between the American dollar and the Zambian kwacha was $1 to 21 kwacha 50 ngwe on a particular day. How many dollars would be exchanged for 4,300 kwacha? The exchange rate between the American dollar and the Zambian kwacha was $1 is equal to 21 kwacha 50 ngwe. On a particular day, how many dollars would be exchanged for 4,300 kwacha? Okay, so to find how many dollars will be exchanged for 4,300 kwacha, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with the formula, which is dollar is equal to amount of money in kwacha divided by exchange rate. Divide by exchange rate. Okay, so now let's put in the money in the formula. So we say how much was supposed to be changed, or how much are we changing here? It's 4,300. So we write amount. Where there is amount, we write 4,300 kwacha. Then down here we write the exchange rate. The exchange rate is there, $1 to 21 kwacha 50 ngwe. So we write 21 kwacha 50 ngwe down here. Okay, then what we can do is now we can do this. We ignore the zeros from 4,300 and we focus on 43. Okay, so what we're going to do is, how many times can this exchange rate of this exchange rate, which is 21 kwacha 50 ngwe, go into 43? Okay, how many times can 21.5 go into 43? Remember, I've ignored the zeros that is that are with the 43. Okay, we have got 4,300, then we ignore the zeros, we remain with 43. Then the question is, how many times can 21.5 go into 43? Okay, so what you can do is you can add on the left side of the screen here. So we can say 21.5, 21.50 plus 21.50. Okay, so it says 0 plus 0 will give us 0, 5 plus 5 will give us 10, we carry 1, then 1 plus 1, it's 1 plus 1 will give us 2, 2 plus 1 will give us 3, then we write 3 down there, then we say 2 plus 2 will give us 4. Okay, so when we add 21.5 plus 21.5 will give us 43, and remember that is the 43 that is on top, the one we remained with. So that means 21.5 can go 2 times in 43, so we write 2 down here. Now remember, we said we ignore these 2 zeros, so the 2 zeros we ignored, we haven't used them. And when we divide 43 by 21.5, it will go 2 times without leaving a remainder. Okay, therefore these 2 zeros will be dropped down here to the answer, so that it becomes $200. Okay, $200. If you are confused, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Basically this is what you do, so please, anywhere where you are confused, ask us in the comment section. We'll try to explain what is happening here. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Question 3a was as follows. The Venn diagram illustrates set P, Q, and R. The Venn diagram illustrates sets P, Q, and R. Okay, so we can take time and start the Venn diagram. Then once we have started the Venn diagram, then we can go ahead and answer the questions. The questions is list the elements of the sets. Okay, so the question is list the elements of the sets. This is, I'll go to this extent after I've studied the diagram. That's what you need to do. Take time and study the diagram so that you are very confident on how the elements are labeled, okay, or shown. So now we come to the questions, the actual questions. So the actual questions, like question 3a1 is list the elements of the set P union Q union R. P union Q union R. Okay, so this means that they want us to name or to list the members that are found in all the 3 sets, that is set P, set Q, set R. So these are the elements which they want you to list. Okay, those which are inside those lady lines or circle, those arc I've put there, those members that are in that area which is inside the lady lines, those are the elements that we need to list. If you look very well, you see that all the elements that are found in P, Q, and R are all inside. So those are the ones we need to list. So to do that, we say equal to, then we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the only ones. There are 8 elements there. You can take time and count them. So that way, and we close the set, and that is set. Those are the elements of set P union Q union R. Okay, I hope there are no questions. If they are in, you can ask in the comment section. Then we come to question 3A2, which is list the elements of the set P union Q complement. P union Q complement. P union Q complement intersection R. P union Q complement intersection R. So for us to answer this question, we need to divide this set into 2 sets. First, we list the elements of P union Q complement. So we write P union Q complement. So the elements of P union Q complement are those elements that are not found in that set. So P union Q is this set which I have drawn in red. Those elements that are inside, those are P union Q. Those are elements that are found in P and Q. Now when they say P union Q complement, they want us to list elements that are not found in P union Q sets. Okay, P union Q set, or those which are not found in set P and set Q. Those which are not found in set P and set Q, those elements are the ones they want us to list. So P union Q is asking us to list the elements that are not found in P or Q. So we say is equal to, open bracket, then we say 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the elements of P union Q complement. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, after we have listed the element of P union Q complement, now we come to set R. So set R, that is the set, the one I've put in the circle there. Okay, the elements are 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Those are the elements of set R. Now we come to finding the solution for P union Q complement intersection R. So what we do now here, we look for elements that are found in P union Q complement and those which are found in set R. The elements that are found in set P union Q complement and those which are found in set R. So what we're going to do is start with the elements that are on top. So the question is 7 found in set R? Yes, 7 is found. We write it down. Is 8 found in set R? Yes, it's found. We write it down. Then when we come to 9, is 9 found in set R? No. Is 10 found in set R? No. So these are the other elements like 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. They are not found in both sets. So the only elements that are found in both sets are 7 and 8. Therefore, P union Q complement intersection R is equal to 7, 8. These are the 2 elements that are found in P union Q complement intersection R. Okay, so basically, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friend. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be very grateful for your support. Please continue supporting us by watching these videos we make and also commenting in the comment section. Okay, we come to question 3b, which is the sum of the interior angles of the following polygon is 540 degrees. Okay, so what we need to do is take time and study the diagram. So that's a diagram. Now take time and study, pay attention to the angles, the size of angles given. Once you have studied the size of the angles given, then the actual question is find the value of x. Find the value of x. Okay. So to find the value of x, what we're going to do is we're going to add all the angles and they should give us the sum, which is 440 degrees. Okay, then later on we'll come and find the value of x. So let's go ahead and add these given angles. So we say 90 plus 90 degrees plus 110 degrees plus 5x degrees plus 2x degrees plus 130 degrees, which will give us 540 degrees. Okay, now here what we do is now put like terms together. So we write 90 degrees plus 110 plus 130 degrees. Then we add 5x plus 2x degrees, which is equal to 540 degrees. Now here we have put all the like terms together. Then we come now, we say 330 plus 7x. So where is 330 is coming from? So we say 90 plus 110 degrees, 90 degrees plus 110 degrees plus 130 degrees, which will give us 330 degrees. Then 5x degrees plus 2x degrees will give us 7x degrees, which is equal to 540 degrees. Then we say, we put like terms together again here. We say 7x degrees is equal to 540 degrees. Then 330 crosses the equal sign and become minus 330 degrees. Then we say 7x degrees is equal to 540 degrees minus 330 degrees will give us 240. 210 will give us 210 degrees. 540 degrees minus 330 degrees will give us 210 degrees. Then we divide both sides by 7. Why? By 7 degrees. We divide both sides by 7 degrees. Why? We want to remain with x on one side of the equal sign. So we say 7x degrees divided by 7 degrees will give us x. 210 degrees divided by 7 degrees will give us 30. Okay, so if you have got problems dividing 210 by 7, you can ignore the 0 and then you just say 21 divided by 7, which will give you 3, and then there will be no remainder. Then you drop the 0 to the quotient, then it will be 30. So x is equal to 30. X is equal to 30. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 3C was as follows. Given that P is equal to a matrix which is 4, -2, -3, 1, and Q is equal to 2, 5, -7, 0. Now remember, P and Q are matrices. The actual question is find 2P minus Q. Okay, so for me to find 2P minus Q, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rewrite this expression, which is 2P minus Q. Then I'm going to replace the letters by the actual matrices, which is 2, open bracket, which is, I'm opening bracket for matrix P, which is 4, -2, -3, 1. I close bracket. Minus, open bracket, matrix Q, which is 2, 5, -7, 0. Close bracket. Okay, now once I've come up with that expression, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on this expression, which is 2P. Okay, 2 multiplied by matrix P. Then I'm going to start multiplying. Then I'm going to say 2 by 4 will give us 8. So I'm going to write 8 on the corresponding position in the matrix down here. Okay. Then 2 multiplied by negative 2 will give me negative 4. 2 multiplied by negative 3 will give me negative 6. 2 multiplied by 1 will give me 2. And then I'm going to cross the matrix minus matrix Q, which is 2, 5, negative 7, 0. Now, once I've done this, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract each element by a corresponding element. So each element in the matrix, which is a product of 2p, I'm going to be subtracting matrix Q from this product, which we got after multiplying by the scalar, which is 2. So I'm going to subtract 8 minus 2. Okay, then I'll put those in brackets. Then again, negative 4 minus 5 in brackets again. Then I'm going to subtract negative 6 minus negative 7, again in brackets like that. Then 2 minus 0, again in brackets like that. Then I'm going to close the matrix. Okay. Now I'm going to do the actual subtraction. So now we say 8 minus 2 will give us 6. Negative 4 minus 5. Okay. Now, as you can see, here we have got numbers that are both negatives, negative 4 and negative 5. Then under indices, under integers, we learned that when the signs are the same, we combine the numbers, or we add the numbers and we maintain the sign. So since we have got a negative, that means our answer will be negative. However, we need to combine 4 and 5. We need to add 4 and 5. So 4 plus 5 will give us 9. So the answer will be negative 9. Please, if you have questions, you can ask in the comment section. But that's what we do. Next, we come to down here where we have got negative 6 minus negative 7. So what we're going to do is, for this one, I'm going to work it out on the left side of the screen. So I'm going to write this expression, which is negative 6 minus negative 7. So what we can do is, first we can write negative 6 in advance. Then we concentrate on this negative, open bracket, negative 7, close bracket. So what we do is we multiply a negative by negative 7. We multiply negative by negative 7. Okay. Now we learned under integers that when the signs are the same, when you multiply, the product is positive. So meaning when you multiply negative times negative 7 will give us positive 7. So we're going to have negative 6 plus 7. Okay. Now, when we are adding integers with signs that are different, we look at the bigger number. The sign of the bigger number will be the sign of the answer. So we can see that 7 is bigger than 6, and 7 has a positive sign. That means we know already that our answer will be a positive. So we say we maintain the positive sign, so you can either write the positive sign in advance or not. So for me, I'm not going to write in advance. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract. When the signs are different, you subtract. After determining the sign that the answer will have, then the next thing is you subtract. Why? Because the signs are different. So we say 7 minus 6. Don't say 6 minus 7. It's 7 minus 6. You always start with a big number. So 7 minus 6 will give us 1. So 1 is the element we're going to put there under that matrix. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Then we come here, we say 2 minus 0 will give us 2. And we close that. And that is the final matrix. Okay? That is the difference of 2p minus q. Okay, basically that's what you do when you're finding the difference of two matrices. Okay, question 4a was as follows. A box has 8 white and 4 red marbles of the same size. If a marble is picked at random from the box, what is the probability that it is red? A box has 8 white and 4 red marbles of the same size. If a marble is picked at random from the box, what is the probability that it is red? Okay, so first of all, we need to correct data from this statement. We are told that a box has 8 marbles and red marbles. Okay, 8 white marbles and 4 red marbles. Okay, these are the marbles that are in the box. However, we don't know how many they are in the bag. So to find out how many they are in the box, sorry, not in the bag, but in the box, we need to add the 8 white marbles plus 4 red marbles, which will give us 12 marbles. So we know for sure that in the box there are 12 marbles altogether. Okay, so now after this we go to the question, which is what is the question? Okay, we go back to the question which they have asked us. What is the question? Okay, the question is here, it is what is the probability that it is red? What is the probability that it is red? Okay, so we need to find the probability of picking a red marble from the box which has 12 marbles altogether. Okay, so how many are the red marbles in the box? So the box has 4 red marbles. As you can see there, it's saying a box has 8 white and 4 red marbles. So it has 4 red marbles. Okay, then we say 4 over the total number of marbles. How many marbles are in the box? There are 12. So we say 4 over 12. Okay, now this is the raw probability. Okay, this is also probability, but it's not in its lowest term. So what we can do now is we can reduce this probability into its lowest term. So to do that, we need to find a number that can go into 4 and a number that can go into 12. The number that can go into 4 and 12 is 4 itself. So we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 4. So we say 4 divided by 4 and 12 divided by 4. So 4 divided by 4 will give us 1. 12 divided by 4 will give us 3. Now, 1 over 3 is the probability of picking a red marble. 1 over 3 is the probability of picking a red marble. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, this is how you find the probability of any item given. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Please, we are also encouraging you to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So please make sure you follow us on those platforms. Please support us. We'll do more. We'll continue supporting you in your academic work. Question 4b was as follows. Solve the equation 4y plus 5 is equal to 3, open bracket, 2y minus 1, close bracket. Okay, so this is the equation that we need to solve. So for us to start solving this one, first let me copy the entire expression down here like that. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is I need to focus on the expression which is on the right side of the equal sign. Okay, so that means I'm going to write 4y plus 5 is equal to, then I'm going to evaluate that expression, which is 3 by 2y will give us 6y, 3 by negative 1 will give us negative 3. Okay, now once we've done that, the next thing we need to do is now let's put the right terms together. So I'm going to write 4y, then 6y will cross the equal sign and become negative 6. So it's going to be 4y minus 6y, which is equal to negative 3. Then 5 will cross the equal sign and then it becomes negative 5. So that it's going to give us an expression which is negative 3 minus 5. So the entire expression is 4y minus 6y is equal to negative 3 minus 5. Okay, now we've already that, so we say 4y minus 6y. Okay, so we take that 6 is a negative, 6 is negative 6y. So we take it that it is negative 6y, and we have got positive y, positive 4y, positive 4y. So meaning we're going to ask ourselves a question which is, which number is big between 4 and 6? We know that 6 is big. So that means our answer is going to be a negative because 6 has a negative sign. So we're going to say 6y minus 4, or 6 minus 4, or 6y minus 4y will give us 2y. So the answer will be negative 2y, which is equal to, then we come to the right side, we say negative 3 minus 5. So now since both numbers are negative, so that means our answer will be a negative. So since they are all negative, what we need to do is we maintain the sign, then we combine the numbers, or we add the numbers. So it's a 3 plus 5 will give us 8. So the answer will be negative 8. Okay, now we have got 2y is equal to negative 8. So the next thing we're going to do is now is we're going to divide negative 2y and negative 8. Okay, so the number we use to divide negative 2y and negative 8 is a number such that when we divide 2y, negative 2y will give us y. So that number that we can use to divide negative 2y to give us y is negative 2. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. So we say negative 2 on top and negative 2 down, they cancel each other out, leaving us with y. Then we say y is equal to, and then negative 8 divided by negative 2. Okay, negative 8 divided by negative 2. So when you are dividing a negative number by a negative number, the answer you get is a positive. So negative 8 divided by negative 2 will give us positive 4. So y is equal to 4. Okay, so basically that's how you solve that one. If you have got questions, please you can ask in the comments section. Don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay. We come to question 4C, which was as follows. The price of a television set is 9,000 kwacha. A woman decides to buy it on hire purchase by paying 40% deposit and 6 monthly installments of 1,100 kwacha. How much would she pay for this television set? Okay, so the price of a television set is 9,000 kwacha, and a woman decides to buy it on hire purchase by paying 40% deposit and 6 monthly installments of 1,100 kwacha. How much would she pay for this television set? Okay, so first of all, for us to find this question, we need to understand fully the details of the question. And once we have done that, then we can go ahead and answer the question. Now, the actual question is asking us to find how much would she pay for this television set. Okay, so to find how much she will pay, or the total cost of this television set, we can come up with an expression which is total cost is equal to deposit plus total installments. Okay, that's the expression we're going to use. So first, let's find the deposit. Okay, so deposit is how much? We don't know. We are just given a percentage, which is 40%. So to find deposit, we're going to say deposit is equal to, then how much is the television set? The price of television set is 9,000, so it's equal to 9,000. Then that multiplied by the percentage of the deposit, which is 40%. So we say 40% is same as 40 over 100. Then we say 40 over 100. That is the deposit percentage. Then we work out this expression. So we have 9,040 over 100. So what we can do is we can get rid of the zeros which are with 100. So we cancel the 2 zeros from 100 and the 2 zeros from 9,000. That means we remain with 90 kwacha there. Okay, so we say 90 kwacha, then 1 into 40, it will go 40 times. So 90 kwacha times 40. Okay, that is the expression we are remaining with there now. Then we evaluate 90 times 40. So to evaluate 90 times 40, for us not to be confused with a bigger number, we ignore these 2 zeros. These 2 zeros, we are going to ignore them. Then we say 9 times 4 will give us 36. Then we remember these 2 zeros we ignored. There are 2, we just add them to the product. So the answer will be 3,600 kwacha. That is the deposit. So we write under deposit 3,600 kwacha as a deposit. That is the deposit the woman paid. Now, next we find the total installment. So the total installment is equal to, so we say total installment is equal to, then we are told that when we read this through the entire statement, we are told to say the statement is as follows: a woman decides to buy it on hire purchase by paying 40% deposit and 6 monthly installments. 6 monthly installments. So that is how long she will be paying the installment. Each month she pays an installment. So that means we're going to write 6, then times, then we go ahead and monthly installments of 1,100. So she will pay every month 1,100 for 6 months. So we say 6 times 1,100 kwacha. Okay, so again we ignore the zeros from 1,000. We focus on 11. So we say 6 times 11 will give us 66. Then we remember the 2 zeros we ignored. We put them to the answer, which is going to be 6,600. Okay, so this woman is going to pay the total installment of 6,600. Okay, now when we add the installment to the deposit she made, what are we going to get? That will be the total cost of the television. So we say 3,600 plus 6,600. So to add this, I'm going to use this, the right side of the screen, like the way I've written there. 3,600 plus 6,600. Now I've put them vertically so that it can be easier for us to add. And I'm going to demonstrate on how to add so that you be conversant. Okay, so we say 0 plus 0 will give us 0. 0 plus 0 will give us 0. 6 plus 6 will give us 12. We write 2, we carry 1, which I'll put on top of 3. 1 plus 3 will give us 4. 4 plus 6 will give us 10. And I'm going to write the entire 10. Why? Because there is no number that is coming after 3 and 6. So I'm just going to write 10 like that. And like that, now we have found the total cost, which is 10,200. So we're going to write 10,200 there as an answer for this question. Okay, so basically this is how you find or you calculate such a question in an exam. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, this is how you solve this question. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay, we come to question 4D, which is as follows. The diagram shows a triangular prism ACDEFG. It is given that AC is equal to 16 centimeter, CF is equal to 22 centimeter, EF is equal to 10 centimeter, and BD is equal to 6 centimeter, and triangle ACD is isosceles triangle. Okay, so these are the details that you need to verify by studying the diagram. Okay, so you start the diagram and you can counter check the information in the statement and in the diagram. You find that the informations that are given are matching. Then we come to the actual question, which is calculate the total surface area of the prism ACDEFG. Okay, so we want to find the total surface area of this triangular prism. So how do you find this, the total surface area of a triangular prism? We do it by adding the area of each side of the triangular prism. Okay, so we have got the area which is the first side, which is ADEG, that is the one I've drawn in brown there. Then we have another side which is CDEF, that is the one I've drawn in dark blue ink there. Then we have got the area, the surface again, the other side, the face, which is ACFG, then that is the base there. Then we have got also the side which is the triangle, which is ACD there, and we also have a triangle on the right side there, which is EFG. Okay, so sometimes you can, to simplify things, you can just write one formula of a triangle and you say multiply by 2. But this time I want to make sure that you understand by bringing out each part as an individual without confusing you with any multiplication. Okay, now once we have come up with this expression will give us the total surface area. Now once we have come up with this expression, okay, then we should come up with the number, which is the numbers that are coming from these faces. Okay, so let's start with the ADEG. Okay, now it has got a face which is AD, the side which is AD, and the side which is GE, and then we have got also the other two sides, which is DE and AG. Now when you look at these sides, there is no number that is given, or the length of any line which is given. So how do we know the length? We should understand that the length CF is equal to DE is equal to AG. So these three sides are equal. How do we know? We can see these lines that are crossing these lines, these short lines in the middle. They are indicating that these three lines are equal. So meaning the line CF is equal to 22. That means even DE is equal to 22 and AG is equal to 22. Okay, I hope you understand that, and you should know this, because this is what we're going to be using. This information, we're going to use it not just here, everywhere we're going to be using it. Okay, then when we come to the other side that is making, we have got AD and GE. These are also they don't have sides. They don't have measurements, sorry. The sides don't have measurements. How do we know the measurements of these? Now, when you look at the length FE, this length is measured, and the length is written, which is 10 centimeter. So now when you look at these lines, like when you look at FE or EF and EG, we look also at AD and CD. You will see that in between these lines there are two shorter lines that are put across. That means that these lines, these four lines, are equal. So since EF is equal to 10 centimeter, that means GE is also 10 centimeter. AD is also 10 centimeter. CD is also 10 centimeter. Now we have identified the length of these, okay? And I'm glad that you can see that as I'm saying I'm showing you the lines that are equal. I'm also putting the length of these lines. These are the length of lines we're going to be using. Okay, these are the measurements we're going to be using. These in red, I'm just adding them so that you understand these lines, the length of these lines that are not given. Okay, so now we have come to know that the line AG is equal to 22 centimeter and DE is equal to 22 centimeter, and then we have also learned that AD and GE are equal to 10 centimeter. Then we can say 22 centimeter times 10 centimeter. Then we put this in brackets. Then we come to the face which is CDEF. CDEF, we can see that DE is equal to 22 centimeter and CF is equal to 22 centimeter. Then EF and CD, and CD are equal to 10 centimeter. So we can say we say plus, then open bracket, 22 centimeter times 10 centimeter, then we close bracket. If you get confused, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible so that you fully understand, but if you get confused, ask me. Okay, then we come to the side which is ACFG. Okay, ACFG, we can see we have already identified that CF and AG are equal to 22 centimeter. Then we don't know the length of GF. We can say that GF is also 16 centimeter. Okay, GF is also 16 centimeter. Even though they haven't put any line here to indicate that these are equal, but when you look at these measurements and we are told this is an isosceles triangle and these two are isosceles triangles, that means the base will be the same because these side lines are equal. That means they'll form the same length down here. So that means even GF is equal to 16 centimeter. However, it is simple for us to just multiply 22 times 16, which is on the left. So we can say 16 centimeter times 22 centimeter, or 22 centimeter times 16 centimeter. Okay, remember we are adding this product to the other numbers. So we have plus 22 centimeter times 16 centimeter. Okay, now once we have done this, then we are done with these faces that are rectangular. Now we come to ACD, triangle ACD. Okay, so you can see that triangle ACD, the base is 16 centimeter. Then we are not going to use these lines, these lines that are slanting. We'll use the line which is on the middle, the one I'm indicating here. So you will see it in this triangle ACD and also in triangle EFG. These lines are equal. Okay, so this is 6 centimeter and this line is also on E is 6 centimeter. So we are going to multiply 16 times 6 centimeter, which is, we're going to say 1 over 2 times 16 centimeter times 6 centimeter. You should always remember that the formula for a triangle, for the area of a triangle, is 1 over 2 times LB. So we have 1 over 2 times 16 centimeter times 6 centimeter. Remember, we are adding this product to the other products. Then we also, now we come to triangle EFG, which is like I said earlier on, the length down here is 16 centimeter and then the height is 6 centimeter. So we are going to have the same expression, which is 1 over 2 times 16 centimeter times 8 centimeter. Okay, now once we have done this, then we have come up, we have recorded all the numbers correctly. Now we can just evaluate these numbers. Okay, so we start by multiplying 22 times 10 centimeter will give us 220 centimeter squared, plus 22 times 10 centimeter will give us 200 centimeter squared, then plus 22 times 16 centimeter will give us 352 centimeter squared, then plus, then when we come here, we need to, when we're evaluating, we need, before we do anything, we need to get rid of 2, which is a denominator. So to do that, we're going to divide, we're going to find a number that can go into 2 and into 16. We know that 2 itself can go into 2 and 16. So we say 2 into 2, that means the 2 will be cancelled down. Then 2 into 16 will give us 8 centimeter. Okay, then we are going to multiply 1 times 8 centimeter will give us 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter times 6 centimeter will give us 48 centimeter squared. Then we say plus. Again, we do the same thing on the second triangle. Okay, we cancel the 2 down, and 2 into 16 will give us 8 centimeter. Then 8 centimeter times 6 centimeter will give us 48 centimeter squared, times 1 will still give us 48 centimeter squared. Then we write 48 centimeter squared like that. Then once we've done this, now we can now find the sum of these areas. As for the areas now, in the second line, we are finding the areas of these faces. Now we have found the areas of these faces. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to find the sum of the areas of these faces. 220 plus 220 will give us 440. 440. Then 352 centimeter squared plus 48 centimeter squared will give us 400 centimeter squared. Then this 48 will just bring it down here. See, there is no other number we can add. I'm trying to add bit by bit so that you can fully understand. If you are confused, please, you can ask me, but I'm sure my writings are visible enough. I'm sure you can understand what is going on. But if you, in case you don't understand, please don't hesitate to ask the questions you have in the comment section. Okay, now we come here on the fourth step, which is we add 440 centimeter squared plus 400 will give us 840 centimeter squared. Again, we carry 48 because we haven't evaluated it with another number, so we carry 48 centimeters squared down here. Then we evaluate 840 centimeter squared plus 48 centimeter squared. Then it will give us 888 centimeter squared. Okay, and this is the total surface area of this triangular prism. Okay, now here is my my advice to you is please, the way I've added, I just wanted to make it clear for you to understand fully the steps that you take. Now, if you're capable of adding everything just here on the third step, you add everything just there and then you get the answer. Okay, you don't have to go to fourth step or what. I have gone to fourth step and fifth just to make sure that you fully understand. But if you are capable of adding everything in this third step, just do that as long as it doesn't confuse you. For me, I made these steps so that you can fully understand. If I was doing this not for the sake of finding the answer, not teaching you, I could have just added everything down on third step here and put 888 on the fourth step. But I have gone step by step so that you can fully understand. Okay, so basically I can say this is how you solve, and this is how you find the total surface of area of a triangular prism. Please, if you have got questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section like I have said earlier on. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Question 5a was as follows. In the following figure, triangles ABE and ACD are similar. It is given that AB is equal to 6 centimeter, BE is equal to 8 centimeter, CD is equal to 12 centimeter, and BE is parallel to CD. Okay, then the question is calculate the length of BC. Calculate the length of BC. Okay, so I hope you should take time. If my reading was fast, you can pause the video and please study the diagram fully. Then after I've studied, then go ahead and watch the entire video now. Okay, now once we have studied the diagram, then we can go ahead and answer the question. So we want to calculate the length of BC. So BC is here. So how do we find the length of this BC? So to find the length of this BC, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with the ratio of the corresponding sides. So let's start. We start with BE and CD. Okay, BE to CD. We come up with a ratio BE to CD. Then we also come up with a ratio which is AB to AC. AB to AC. Okay, now I've come up with these ratios. Now, what we need to do now here is let's replace these name of sides by the length, by their length. Okay, BE is equal to 8 centimeter, CD is equal to 12 centimeter, AB is equal to 6 centimeter, then AC. We can see that AC is not fully given. We have got the part of the length which is 6 centimeter is given. The other one is not given. So this one, BC, is not given. AB, we know it is 6 centimeter. BC is not given. And then when we look at AC, the length of AC comprises of the length of AB and BC. Okay, so BC, we say that is X, we call it X. So we know that AB is equal to 6 centimeter. So we can come up with an expression which is X plus 6. X plus 6. Okay, so the length of AC is X plus 6. Okay, now once we've come up with this, the next thing we need to do is we cross multiply. So we multiply 8 by X times, 8 times X plus 6. Okay, then we also cross multiply 12 times 6, like that, the way I've written that expression. Now once I've done this, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate X open bracket, I'm going to evaluate 8 open bracket X plus 6 close bracket. So we multiply 8 times X will give us 8X, 8 times 6 will give us 48, which is equal to 6 times 12 will give us 72. Okay, then we put like terms together. That means we write 8x is equal to 72. Then 48 closes the equal sign and becomes minus. Then we have got 8x is equal to 72 minus 48. Okay, now we find the difference of 72 and 48. I'm going to demonstrate on the right side of the screen here. On the right side of the screen, so we write 72 minus 48. Then we say 2 minus 8, it can't, so we borrow 1 from 7. We have 12 there, then we remain with 6 there where there was 7. Then we say 12 minus 8 will give us 4. 6 minus 4 will give us 2. The answer is 24. So we're saying 8x is equal to 24. 8x is equal to 24. Then what we do now here is we divide both sides by 8. Why? We want to remain with x on one side of the equal sign. So in other ways, we are trying to cancel anything that is with x so that x remain on one side of the equal sign alone. So we divide both sides by 8. Then 8 on top is cancelled and 8 down is cancelled, remaining with x. So we write x. Then we say, how many times can 8 go into 24? It will go 3 times. Then we say x is equal to 3. Okay, so the value of, or the length of BC is 3 centimeter. The length of BC is 3 centimeter. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. But basically, that's how you solve this one. Please make sure you follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss our videos. Question 5 was as follows. Given that, open bracket, -3, 5, 2x, 5x, multiplied by, open bracket, 2, 3, close bracket, is equal to 9, 3, or 38. Find the value of x. Okay, so these are two matrices that are being multiplied and the product is 938 of the two matrices that are being multiplied. So the question is find the value of x. Okay, so for us to do this, we are going to first write the expression the way it is, like just the way it is without leaving anything out. So that is the expression, the way it is. Okay, when you counter check what is given in the question and what I've copied, it's just the same. So what we need to do is we need to find the value of x. That's what we want to do. So the first step is we are going to multiply this matrix the way we do it. Okay, so that means we are going to multiply negative 3 by 2 plus 5 by 3. Okay, then we are done on top with the numbers on top. Then we multiply 2x by 2, 5x by 3. Okay, and we are also done with the numbers down, which is equal to 938. 938. Now we can see that when we add these numbers, when we add these products, the answer we get, we concentrate on the law which is down here, which is here, the one I've put in the box. We concentrate on that. You see that when we add these products, we should give us 38. So we can't even waste time evaluating what is on top there, because all the values of x are down here. So all the letters, all the numbers that have got x in them, they are down here. So we just concentrate on this expression which is down, the one I've put in the box. Okay, so I'm going to write this one down. Then I've got 2x times 2 plus 5x times 3, which is equal to 38. Okay, so we evaluate that. We say 2x times 2 will give us 4x, 5x times 3 will give us 15x, which will be equal to 38. Then we find the sum of 4x plus 15x, which should be 19x, which will be equal to 38. Okay, then what we do is now we want to find the value of x. That means we should remain with x on one side of the equal sign. So we divide 19x by 19, 38 divided by 19. Okay, we divide both sides by 19. So the 19 on top is cancelled and the 19 down is cancelled, leaving us with x. So we write x down here. Then 19 into 38, which will go 2 times, then we write 2 here. So x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2. So the value of x in those matrices, or in that matrix, is 2. The value of x in that matrix is 2. So to counter check the answers, you can put where there is x, you put 2 to see if it's going to work. Like you have got 2 times 2 and 5 times 2. When you place 2 in those areas where there are x, you will see that it will give you the same answer, which is 38. Okay, so basically that's how you find the answer. If you have got questions, please don't forget to ask in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to your queries. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay. Question 5C was as follows. The diagram shows triangular ABC drawn on the XOY plane. The diagram shows triangle ABC drawn on the XOY plane. Okay, so that is the diagram, and we are able to see the triangle there. Okay, now the question 5C1 is as follows. Write the coordinates of A, B, C. Okay, write the coordinates of A, B, and C. Okay, so this question has got 3 marks. So what we need to do is we need to write the coordinates as the question asked. So what we can do is we start with A. So that is the point A. So the coordinates, when you're writing the coordinates, we start with the reading on x axis. So the reading on x axis for the point A, that is 2. So we write 2. Then the reading of y axis for the coordinate for the coordinates of A, that is 6. So we write 2, 6. So the coordinates for point A is 2, 6. We come to point B. Okay, this is point B. So the reading of x-axis for the point B is 1. Okay, is 1. for the x-axis, and then the reading for the y-axis is 2, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So the coordinates for the point B is 1, 2. We come to point C. Point C is here, and the reading of y-axis on point C is 5. Okay, is 5. So we write that 5 there. Okay, then we come to y-axis. Now we can see that the point C is lying on the x-axis, exactly on the x-axis. That means the reading of y will be 0. So it will, the coordinates for point C will be 5, 0, 5, 0. If you have questions, please you can ask in the comment section. We come to 5C2. On the same diagram, draw the graph of the line y is equal to 3. On the same diagram, draw the graph of the line y is equal to 3. Okay, so this question is telling us to draw a graph where the reading of y should always be 3. The reading of y should always be 3. So let's come up with at least the 3 points. So let's start with the first coordinates. Okay, the first coordinate for the first point, which is we can have 0, 3. We can also have the coordinate for the second point, which is 1, 3. We can also have the coordinates for the third point, the coordinates can be 2, 3. Okay, now these coordinates you have seen on the screen, they are standing for 3 points of a graph, a line which is y is equal to 3. So why are we saying y is equal to 3? You can see that on the y reading, it's always 3, 3, 3, 3. That's why we're saying y is equal to 3. But on x-axis, the numbers are changing. On y-axis, we have maintained 3. So now when we come up with these coordinates, then we plot them. Okay, let's plot point 1, or the first point, which is 0, 3. 0, 3 is here. Then I hope you can see the red dots there, the red dot on the x-axis there. Then we have got on the y-axis, not x, on the y-axis, the line that is going up. I hope you have seen the hand that was drawing. Then we plot again 1, 3. Then we plot again 2, 3. So those dots have just to be joined. Okay, so now let's join those points. Okay, now that red line you are seeing there, that is the graph for the line of y is equal to 3. That is the graph of the line y is equal to 3. Okay, so basically if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that's how you write the coordinates, and that's how you draw a graph of the line y is equal to 3. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 6a was as follows. Solve the simultaneous equations. Solve the simultaneous equations. And the equations, you can see them, those which are written down there. Okay, so we have got the first equation, which is x plus y is equal to 4. 2x minus y is equal to 8. Okay, so these are the two equations that we need to solve simultaneously. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to draw a line down here, and then for us we need to first of all determine the sign we're going to use and the variable we're going to get rid of first. So as you can see, we have got one y on top and one down. although it's a negative, but you can see that the coefficient is just the same, it's 1 1. So meaning these can be easily be eliminated or removed. When we look at x and 2x, you can see that here it's very difficult to remove them. Okay, so we are going to remove y and y down. So now how do we determine the sign we're going to use? Are we going to subtract or add? Now when you look at the middle sign here, we have got positive and a negative. So meaning here it is possible that we can add these and then we'll get rid of y. Okay, so that means we're going to add these two equations. So let's go ahead and add. So we're going to say x plus 2x will give us 3x. Y plus negative y. Okay, so what we are doing here is like this. Let me write here on the right side of the screen. I hope you can see on the right side here. On the right side, I'm going to write positive y plus negative y. Okay, then once we have written this, now we know that any number or variable that is positive, you can either put a positive sign or you just write it without any sign. That means it's a positive. So we're going to say y, then when we evaluate positive times negative y will give us negative y. So we're going to come up with an expression which is y minus y, which will give us 0. So we can write our 0 there. Okay, then I hope you have understood what I've done there. If you fully understand the topic of integers, that is, those are the laws I was applying there. Now we come to the last numbers, which is the 4 plus 8 will give us 12. So I'm going to write 12 there. Okay, now we have come up with a solution which is x. So the 3x 0 is equal to 12. Okay, so now here we can get rid of 0. We can get rid of it so that it doesn't confuse you. So never mind if I love it, it's just that it's not going to make any difference. So now we have got 3x is equal to 12. Then what we do, we divide both sides by 3, then we cancel out 3 on top and 3 down will give us, which means 3x divided by 3 will give us x, which is equal to, now 12 divided by 3 will give us 4. So x is equal to 4. Okay, now we've found the value of x. Now we need to find the value of y. Okay, now we come to finding the value of y. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick one equation between the two equations. We're going to pick one equation between the two equations. So you can choose either the equation on top or down. Both, they should give you a correct answer. So I'll pick the one which is on top. Why am I picking the one which is on top? This one is simpler. Okay, this one is simpler, is written in simplest form. So I'll use that one compared to the one which is the second here. It's a bit complicated because I have to multiply x by 2, which is okay, but the one which is on top is simpler. Okay, so always you pick the equation that is simpler. So that's why I've picked the one on top. Okay, so I'm going to write x plus y is equal to 4. Then what did we find? What is the value of x we found? We found the value of x to be 4. So where there is x, we're going to put 4. Then plus y is equal to 4. Okay, 4 plus y is equal to 4. Then what we're going to do now next is we're going to put the like terms together. That means I'll come up with an expression which is y is equal to 4. Then this 4 will cross the equal sign and become a negative. Positive 4 will cross the equal sign and become negative 4. So now we have got an expression which is y is equal to 4 minus 4. So y is equal to 4 minus 4 will give us 0. So y is equal to 0. Okay, so basically that's how you solve the simultaneous equation. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. So in these two equations, the value of x is equal to 4 and the value of y is equal to 0. So those are the values of those variables in those two equations. Okay, so please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay, question 6b was as follows. Find the product of 414 in base 5 and 43 base 5, giving your answer in base 5. Okay, so the question is find the product of 4, 1, 4 base 5 and 4, 3 base 5, giving your answer in base 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the expression that will help us to find the product of 4, 1, 4 base 5 and 4, 3 base 5. Okay, so this is the expression that you come up with. Then next we are going to start multiplying. So first I'm going to multiply 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4 will give me 12. How many times can 5 go into 12? It will go 2 times. I'll write 2 on top of 1, and that is the number of times the 5 will go into 12. Then remainder 2. So the remainder I'll write it down here. Then I'm going to multiply 1 by 3, which will be 1 by 3 will give us 3, plus 2 on top will give us 5. So how many times can 5 go into 5? It will go 1 time. So I'm going to write 1 on top of 4. Then what is the remainder? 5 will go into 5 1 time, remainder 0. So I'm going to write 0 here. Okay, then I'm going to multiply 3 by 4. Then 3 by 4 will give us 12, plus 1, 13. Then 13, how many times can 5 go into 13? It will go 2 times. It will go 2 times, remainder 3. So I'm going to write 2 there, and 3, the remainder I'll write it down here. Okay, now since there is no number that I'll multiply by 3, the numbers on top are finished. That means these 2 can be dropped down here, and then we have a product which is 2302, and that is the product of multiplying 4, 1, 4 in base 5 by 3 in base 5. Okay, so that is the product we have come up with. Now we come and multiply the second number, which is 4. So we will multiply 4 by 4. So 4 by 4 will give us before you multiply by 4, before you start multiplying, you write 0. Before you start multiplying, you write 0 under 2, the place value order. Okay, then we start now multiplying. 4 by 4 will give us 16. 16, then how many times can 5 go into 16? It will go 3 times. So I'm going to write 3 on top of 1. Then remainder 1. I'm going to write 1 there. Then I'm going to multiply 4 by 1, which will give us 4 by 1 will give us 4, plus 3 will give us 7. How many times can 5 go into 7? It will go 1 time, which 1 I'm going to write on top of 4. So then remainder 2, then it means 2. I'm going to write it down here like that. Okay, then I'm going to multiply 4 by 4 will give us 16 plus 1, that will give us 16 plus 1 will give us 17. So how many times can 5 go into 17? It will go 3 times. I'll write 3 there. Then remainder 2. The 2 I'll write it down here. Now since there is no other number to multiply by 4, the meaning the numbers on top we have used them all. That means that 3 will drop down like that. Okay, then the product we'll get will be 32210 as a product of multiplying 4 by 414. Okay, now once we have done this, the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to add these numbers we have found. Okay, so I'm going to draw those lines and then also put a addition sign. Then next we're going to say 2 plus 0 will give us 2, 0 plus 1 will give us 1, 3 plus 2 will give us 5. So we can't write 5 all of it because we are dealing with numbers in base 5. Then we're going to say how many times can 5 go into 5? It will go 1 time. So I'm going to put 1 on top of 2. Then our remainder will be 0. So I'm going to put 0 like that. Next, I'm going to add those numbers that are following. So I'm going to add 1 plus 2 will give us 3. 3 plus 3 will give us 6. So we're going to ask ourselves, how many times can 5 go into 6? It will go 1 time. So I'm going to write 1 over 3 there. Then what is the remainder? So 5 will go into 6 one time, remainder 1. So I'm going to write 1 down here. Then I'm going to add now 1 plus 3, which will give us 4. So I'm going to write 4 there. Okay, so the actual answer we have gotten now is 41012 in base 5. That means multiplying 414 in base 5 by 43 in base 5 will give us 41012. Okay, so basically that's how you multiply numbers in base 5. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay. Question 6C was as follows. Question 6C was as follows. The following marks were obtained by a grade 9 class in an end-of-term test. The following marks were obtained by a grade 9 class in an end-of-term test. Okay, so that is the test that was done, and these are the marks that the learners got. Let me go through the marks. We have got 48, 56, 46, 30, 60, 53, 40, 42, 56, 25, 24, 48, 40, 53, 29, 58, 55, 30, 60. Okay, so these are the marks that the learners got, and as you can see that there are 20 marks. That means there are 20 learners who sat for this end of term test. Okay, so the actual question now here comes down here, which is in fact question 6C1, which is use the information above to complete the frequency table below. Use the information above to complete the frequency table below. Okay, so now we have seen that this is the frequency table, and you can see that it's not complete. So where it is not complete is under the column of tally marks and frequency. These columns, they need to be completed. Okay, so with that realization, let's go ahead and complete this frequency table. Okay, so let's start at looking at the mark. So we have got marks column. We look at the mark column. We have got 21 to 30. 21 to 30. Okay, so how many learners got marks between 21 and 30? Between 21 and 30. So let's check. So what I will do is I'll start with the first row on top, checking for the numbers that are between 21 and 30. Okay, then these numbers, their tally will be indicating them under this column, under this row, under the column of tally in the row of 21, 30. Okay, so let's go ahead and look for those numbers. So we've got 48, we have got 56, we have got 46, we have got 30. Okay, so we're looking for numbers between 21 and 30. So 30 there, we put it in the box and we write one tally here. Okay, so basically I also need to give you a head up, which is let me give you the heads up. So what we're going to be doing is I'll be putting these numbers in box with different colors. Okay, so in that row I'll be just using the same color. Under tally I'll use the same color, and under frequency I'm going to be using the same color, so that it can be easier for you to fully understand. Okay, so I identified 30. We have 60, 53, 40, 42, 56. Then we have got 25. We also identified 25 there. I'll put it in the ready box there and we write the tally here. And then down we come to the second row, which has 24, so 24 we put it in red box and we put a tally there. Then we have got 48, 40, 53, 29. Oh, we have 29, we also put it in the tally there. Now as you can see, I've put 4 numbers in boxes and you can see that there are 4 tallies here. Okay, you make sure the numbers that you are cancelling, like if you're in an exam, you can just start by cancelling them or anything that you can do, or putting them in a circle so that it can be easier for you to know the numbers that you have dealt with and those numbers that you are here to deal with. So we are on 29, then we go 58, 24, so we put 24 in the box. Now since we have got already 4 tally here, the 5th tally will close the 4 tallies and then we have got 5 there. Okay, then we come next, we find 30, we put it in a box and we put the tally here. Okay, now when we look at the tallies we have put here under the tally marks, we have got 6 tallies that we have put here, so that means frequency will be 6, so I'm going to write 6 here. Okay, now we come to numbers between 31 and 40, between 31 and 40. So let's start on first row on top. We can see we've got 48, 56, 46, 30, 60, 53, 40. So I've got 40 there. We put it in a box. This time I'm going to use green for these numbers between 31 and 40, and I also put a tally here. Then we look for numbers that are between 31. We go ahead and look for numbers that are between 31 and 40. We have got 42, 56, 25, 24, 48, 40. Again, we have 40 there. We put it in a green box and we put a tally there. Then we go further and look for the numbers between 31 and 40. So you can see that we've got 53, 29, 58, 24, 55, 30, 60. So we are done with those numbers. So meaning the marks the marks that were between 31 and 40 were just 2. So we put 2 here under frequency. Okay, once we've done that, then we come to finding numbers between 41 and 50. So 41 and 50, we have got 48, we put it in the box there. Now I'm using blue color. Then we have got 46, we put it in blue color as well. So I had put a tally and I also put a tally for 46. Then we go ahead, there is 42. I put it in the box and I write a tally here, a third tally. Okay, then we come to the second row. We have got 48. I'll put it in the box and write the tally there. Then we have no other number that is between 41 and 50, so there are only 4, so we write 4 under frequency. Okay, we come to the last row of the mark. We have 51 to 56, so we are looking for numbers between 51 and 60. Sorry, 51 and 60, not 50 or 56, but 51 and 60. So we say we have got 56, we put it in a box and we write a tally. Then we have 60, we put it in the box and write a tally. We have got 53, we put it in the box and write the tally. Then we have 56 again, we put it in the box and write the tally. Then we are come down in the second row, we have got 53, we put it in the box and we write the tally, that makes it 5. Then we have 58, we write a tally. We have 55, we write a tally. We have 60, we write a tally here. Remember, all these numbers I'm putting them in boxes that are different. So for the last one, I was using orange color. Okay, so that is orange that I've used. And then we count these tallies, there are 8. So here under frequency, I'll put 8. Okay, now after we have done this, the next thing we need to do is let's find the total. So we add these numbers. 6 plus 2 will give us 8. 8 plus 4 will give us 12. 12 plus 8 will give us 20. So we put under total, we put 20 like that. Okay, now when you count the number of learners here using these numbers, you find that there are 20. That means even the total we have gotten is 20. So precisely, this can partially show that you have entered the information correctly. Okay, the only thing is if you have misentered a certain information, like under 20, between 21 and 30, then you enter a number that has 27, you enter it under 31 and 40. There again it can be wrong, whereby you have 3 and where there is 6 you have 5. That is the possible mistake you can make. But if you have done like the way I've done, it is easier for you to do it without making any mistake. Okay, so now we have found the total, which is 20. Now we go to question 6C2. The question is, what is the modal class? Okay, so what is modal class? Because we can't give an answer to this question if we don't understand what a modal class is. So modal class is a class or range with highest frequency. Okay, so here what you do is we concentrate on this column of frequency, and we concentrate on these numbers, ignoring the total number. We just concentrate on these 4 numbers where we have 6, 2, 4, 8. Ignore the total. Okay, which number is bigger among these numbers? Okay, we know that among these 4 numbers, 6, 2, 4, 8, the biggest number is 8. The biggest number is 8. So therefore 8 is the bigger number, and it will help us to identify the modal class. So the modal class here, when we look at this row where there is 8, we will find that the modal class is 51 to 60. So 51 to 60 is the modal class, and that is the correct answer. Okay, if you have gotten confused anywhere, if you have got questions anywhere, please ask in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to them. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We encourage you also to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 7a was as follows. Solve the equation 5x plus 4 is less or equal to 2x minus 5. Solve the equation 5x plus 4 is less or equal to 2x minus 5. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to write the equation down here, just like the way it is. Then once we've done this, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the like terms together. So we're going to write 5x, then we're going to shift 2x, will come to the left side of the less or equal to sign, and then since it's a positive when it is on the right side, when it goes to the left side, it's going to be a negative. So we're going to have 5x minus 2x is less or equal to negative 5. Then again, positive 4 will shift from the left to the right. Then we're going to have negative 4. So 4 will become a negative sign on the right side. So we're going to have one expression which is negative 5 minus 4. Okay, now we have that entire expression down there. Now what we need to do is we need to evaluate those numbers or those expressions. So 5x minus 2x will give us 3x. Negative 5 minus 4. Now we can see that these numbers have the same sign, which is a negative sign. That means we're going to maintain the sign, which is the negative sign, and then add the numbers. So we're going to have something like negative 5 plus, we're going to have 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4, which will give us 9. And since we've maintained the negative sign, that means we're going to have negative 9. So our expression will be 3x is less or equal to negative 9. Now what we need to do is we need to remain with x on the left side of the sign, which is less or equal to. So meaning we're going to divide both sides by 3 so that x will remain alone on the left side. So 3x divided by 3, or we can simply just do this, cancel 3 on top and 3 down, which will give us x. So 3x divided by 3 will give us x. or better still, you can just cancel the 3 on top and 3 down, then we remain with x on the left side. Then we say x is less or equal to, then we divide -9 by 3 will give us -3. Therefore, our final answer is x is less or equal to -3. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, as well as Instagram. Okay, so please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any video on divisions. Question 7b was as follows. Calculate the sum of interior angles of a 15-sided polygon. So that was the question. We need to find the total sum or the sum of interior angles of a polygon with 15 sides. Okay, so to do this, what we need to do is we need to come up with a formula, and the formula that we use to find the sum of interior angles is n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Okay, so what is n? N is the number of sides. Okay, number of sides. So we have got n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So how many sides has this polygon in question has? So we are saying the number of sides is equal to 15. So therefore n represents 15. Okay, so what we can do is now we can rewrite where this n, we put 15. So we can come up with an expression which is as follows: 15 minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. So first we evaluate what is in the bracket. 15 minus 2 will give us 13 times 180 degrees. So when you multiply 13 by 180 degrees, you're going to get 2340 degrees. 2340 degrees. So basically, that's how you calculate or you find the sum of interior angles of any given polygon. Okay, it doesn't matter the number of sides. What is important is you know the formula that we are supposed to use. So if they give you a question where a polygon has got 10 sides, so where there is n, you put 10, just like that. Okay, if you find this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also encourage you to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and on Instagram. Thank you so much. Question 7c is as follows. Given the radius r and height h of a cylinder, complete the flowchart below for calculating and displaying the volume, which is V. Okay, so the question wants us to complete the flowchart below, and the question is as follows. Given the radius r and the height h of a cylinder, complete the flowchart below for calculating and displaying the volume V. Okay, so what we need to do first is we need to enter what is given. Okay, so we are given the radius and the height, so we enter in the first parallelogram. Then once I've done that, the next thing we can do is, in fact, the first parallelogram is symbolizes input. Then we come to the rectangle, the second stage, which is the rectangle, which is processing, symbolizes processing. So here we are going to enter the formula for calculating the cylinder of the cylinder's volume, or to calculate the volume of a cylinder. So the formula we use to calculate the volume of a cylinder is V is equal to pi r squared h. Volume is equal to pi r squared h, which is height, and r, which is radius. Okay, now once I've entered this Then what will be next? Now the next parallelogram, that is for the output. Now what do we get? Okay, after we enter the radius, the height, then we come to the formula, we enter the formula. What will be the output? The output will be the volume. The output will be the volume. So here you can write volume, or you can also write output V. Okay, so the output will be volume, will be given the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 7D was as follows. A man is paid 60 kwacha per hour for a 40-hour week, and the rate for overtime is double time. Calculate his total wage for a week in which he worked for 45 hours. A man is paid 60 kwacha per hour for a 40-hour week, and the rate for overtime is double time. Calculate his total wage for a week in which he worked 45 hours. So for us to find the total wage for this person, we're going to use this expression or formula, which is total wage is equal to normal time over time. Normal time over time. Then what we're going to do is now we're going to put the numbers in this expression. So we start normal time, that is, we are told that a man is paid 60 kwacha per hour for a 40-hour week. So the man is supposed to work 40 hours in a normal week, and each hour he works he is paid 60 kwacha. So going to multiply 40 by 60 kwacha, then plus overtime. Overtime, we are told the man worked for 45 hours. Now remember, we said, or in the statement is written that normal time to work for a week is 40 hours. Now this man worked for 45 hours. So that means there is an extra of 5 hours, which is overtime. Now, how much is the company charging for working overtime? We are told it's overtime is double time. So meaning when they say overtime is double time, meaning every time you work 1 hour, you are paid for 2 hours. There is an extra payment for an hour. That's why they are saying double time. So since the payment is 60 kwacha, now when it comes to double time, that means it's going to be 120 kwacha. Okay, so every hour this man works overtime, is given 120 kwacha. Okay, so now since he worked 5 hours, so we're going to multiply 5 times 120 kwacha. Okay, now this is the expression for overtime and normal time. These are the expressions for overtime and normal time. So we come to now evaluating that. Let's start with evaluating normal time. So normal time, we've got 40 times 60 kwacha. So what we can do is, let's forget about zeros and let's concentrate on 4 and 6. So when we multiply 4 by 6 will give us 24. Okay, now you can see that from 40 we left 1 0, and from 60 we left 1 0 for the kwachas and 2 zeros for the ngwes. So now let's concentrate on zeros for the kwachas. So meaning we left 2 zeros, meaning from 40 we left 1 0 for the kwacha, and from 60 we left 1 0. So there are 2 zeros. So we put 2 zeros to 24, which will give us 2,400, and then where zeros will be added like that. So we have got we have got 2,400 kwacha zero ngwe. Then we come to overtime. We multiply 5 by 120 kwacha. Okay, so as I said earlier on, we ignore the 0 from 120, so that remain with 12 there. So we say 5 times 12 will give us 60. Then we ignore the 1 0 from 120, we put it to 60, so that it becomes 600 kwacha zero ngwe. Okay. Now we have found out that for the 40 hours worked in for normal time, he made 2,400 kwacha. For overtime, which he worked for 5 hours, he made 600 kwacha. Okay, now to find the total wage, we need to add those two products were found. So 2,400 plus 600 will give us 3,000. 2,400 plus 600 will give us 3,000 kwacha. So 3,000 kwacha is the money that this man worked for. Okay, if you have got questions or if you have gotten confused anywhere, you can ask in the comment section. We will be glad to clarify wherever you are behind. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. And please, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Question 8a was as follows. The radius of a cylinder is 8 cm and its height is 28 cm. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Pi is equal to 22/7. Okay, let me go through again. The radius of a cylinder is 8 cm and its height is 28 cm. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Pi is equal to 22/7. So to solve this one, the first thing we need to do is we need to come up with the formula for volume of a cylinder, which is volume is equal to pi radius squared h. Okay, so that is the formula, the one you can see on the screen. Now, once we have come up with this, now let's replace these letters by their variables. We replace the pi with the number that represents the pi, and the radius and the height we do as well. So we're going to come up with an expression which is 22/7 times 8 cm squared times 28 cm. Okay, so that is the expression that we have come up with. Then what we do is now let's try to see if we can simplify this expression. Okay, so as you can see, we have 7 down here and we have 28 on top. At the far right side of that expression, we have 28 cm. So we know that 28 and 7, they have this common factor, which is 7 itself. Okay, 7 itself, 7 can go into 7 and 7 can go into 28. So what means that 7 into 7, it will give us 1. So we can still cancel the 7 down. Then we say 7 into 28, it will go 4 times. So we write 4 cm there. Okay, now what we are remaining with, we are remaining with 22. Then we evaluate 8 cm squared, which will give us centimeter squared, then times 4 cm, the one in purple. Okay, once we've done that, now we can go ahead and evaluate the entire expression. So let's start by evaluating 22 times 64 cm squared. So when we multiply 22 by 64 cm squared, will give us 1,408 cm squared, then multiplied by 4. So when you multiply 1,408 centimeter squared by 4 centimeter, it will give us 5,632 centimeter square. Sorry, not squared, but cubic. 5,632 centimeter cubic. Okay, so that is the volume of the cylinder. Please, if you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We'll be grateful for that. Question 8b was as follows. The following diagram is a mapping from set A to set B. Okay, so that is the mapping from set A to set B. So you need time to study it. Okay, so as we can see, let's go through the elements that are in A and B and how they are mapped. So I've got -2 from A, which is mapped to -4, -1, which is mapped to -3, 0, which is mapped to -2, and 1 mapped to -1, 2 mapped to 0, 2 mapped to 0. Okay, so now once we have studied the diagram, what we can do now, we can go to the actual questions. So question 8b1 is, if x is a member of A and y is a member of B, find the function for this mapping. Okay, so what we can do now is we can come up with the formula. So mostly we use this equation to come up with a function which is y is equal to mx plus c. So where y is equal to, sorry, I said the function we use to get the function, the formula we use to get the function is y is equal to mx plus c, where m is a gradient and c is equal to a constant. C is a constant. Then y, that is the reading on the y-axis, and x is the reading on x-axis. Okay, so in this case, x is coming from A and y is from B. Okay, so now once we have come up with this, the first thing we need to do is we need to find the gradient, which is m. So the gradient, to find the gradient, we use this formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where we are going to use these set of coordinates. We're going to use these ones. So we're going to use in A we're going to use 0, 1, and in B we're going to use -2, -1. Okay, so we start. So y2 minus 1, that will be y2, that is -1, then y1, that is -2. So we're going to come up with -1 minus -2 over 1 minus 0 for the y-axis, okay, or from A. Then we come and evaluate that. So we want to evaluate -1 minus -2. Let me go just there on top of the screen somewhere there. Okay, where I'm going to write that expression just there where I've written the expression -1 minus -2. So we're going to evaluate first negative open bracket -2. So we write -1, then negative times -2 will give us +2. So we have got -1 plus +2. Then when we evaluate -1 plus +2 will give us 1. Then 1, that will be on top. Then 1 minus 0 will give us 1. So I've got 1 over 1. Then we say 1 divided by 1 will give us 1. So the gradient is 1. So we say y is equal to 1x plus c. Okay, now once we have found the gradient, the next thing we're going to do is let's find the constant. Okay, so we're going to find the constant, then therefore we're going to write this excuse me, this expression, which is y is equal to 1x plus c. So 1x plus c, where there is y and x, we're going to put numbers or elements from A and B. So we're going to use 2 mapped to 0. So that's a coordinates we're going to use, or we're going to use the coordinates which is 2, 0. So we say where this y, we put the value of y, which is 0, which is equal to 1. Then where there is a value of, where there is x, we put the value of x, which is 2, then plus c. Then we're going to evaluate 1 multiplied by 2, which is 1 open bracket 2. So we're going to say 0 is equal to 1 multiplied by 2 give us 2. So 0 is equal to 2 plus c. Then we put like terms together. We have 0 minus 2 is equal to c. So when we evaluate 0 minus 2, okay, if you are getting confused with the answer, you can use the number line. Okay, it's more or less like we start from 0, then we go to the left to the negative sign 2 times, we'll reach at negative 2. So we are saying c is equal to negative 2, or negative 2 is equal to c. Okay, so the value of the constant c is negative 2. So now once we have done this, then we can go to the equation in brown. We put negative 2 there. So we're going to have something like this. Y is equal to 1x plus negative 2. Okay, then once we have done this, the next thing we're going to do is we need to evaluate positive times negative 2. So that means we can write y is equal to 1x, then we multiply positive times negative 2 will give us negative 2. So we're going to have y is equal to 1x minus 2. Then 1x minus 2 will give us what? So y is equal to 1x minus 2. Y is equal to 1x minus 2. Then we evaluate 1x. So we say y is equal to 1 times x will give us x, then minus 2. So the function that is used in mapping this is y is equal to x minus 2. Y is equal to x minus 2. Okay, now we go to question 8b2, which is find the value of x when y is equal to negative 9. Find the value of x when y is equal to negative 9. So we're going to get the same function we found in 1 with the one we're going to use to find the value of x when y is equal to negative. So y is equal to x minus 2. So where there is y, we'll put negative, which is equal to x minus 2. Then we put like terms together. Then we say negative 9, then 2 crosses the equal sign and become positive. Negative 2 crosses the equal sign and become positive. Then we have negative 9 plus 2 is equal to x. Now, want to evaluate negative 9 plus 2. So we ask ourselves which number is big between 2 and 9. 9 is big. So that means it gives us an idea of the sign of the answer we're going to get. So the answer will be a negative. So we say, since the signs are different, we subtract. Since the signs are different, we subtract. 9 minus 2 will give us 7. So the answer will be negative 7. Therefore, x is equal to negative 7 when y is equal to negative 9. Okay, x is equal to negative 7 when y is equal to negative 9. X is equal to negative 7 when y is equal to negative 9. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.